there is debate as to how far back a national Israel interpretation of Isaiah 53 goes. There are missionaries, Jews for Jesus, Christian missionaries, different ones. We've heard the argument that it was in the Middle Ages, beginning with Rashi, who lived from 1040 to 1105, beginning with Rashi, that the interpretation was changed, that it was understood that Isaiah 53 spoke of an individual, spoke of the Messiah, and then Rashi changed it to speak of the nation, and then the others followed it, speaking of the nation, and that's how the national interpretation came. Let's say this: the national interpretation becomes prominent and consistent beginning with Rashi. Others would argue that in his Talmud commentary, he makes reference to Isaiah 53, speaking of the Messiah in a different context. But certainly, beginning with Rashi and the subsequent medieval rabbinic commentaries, the interpretation that says this is Israel, or the righteous remnant of Israel, becomes more and more pronounced and clear. No question about that. And before that, you have various applications, various interpretations. Sometimes a verse is taken with reference to Moses. Verses are taken with reference to the Messiah. There are a couple of references, early rabbinic references, to the righteous remnant suffering, but the national interpretation is not clearly seen and manifest on a consistent level until Rashi. However, Origen, in the 2nd century, early church leader, makes reference to Jews that he spoke with who interpreted Isaiah 53 with reference to the nation of Israel. So even that far back, there were interpretations in the Jewish community. Whether it was a major interpretation or a minor interpretation, this interpretation did exist, tying it back to the nation. However, there's no way that you can say that was the fixed view, because so many times in the ancient rabbinic writings, there are applications of the passage to an individual, in particular to the Messiah, sometimes even to his suffering. So the Talmud, for example, interprets various verses in Isaiah 52:13, 53:12, with reference to righteous individuals within Israel, including the Messiah, but never once with reference to the nation of Israel as a whole. Midrash Rabbah interprets Isaiah 53:5 with reference to the Messiah, while interpreting 53:12 with reference to Israel in exile, and on it goes. So the idea that Rabbinic Judaism has always understood Isaiah 53 with reference to the nation of Israel is plainly false. And the interpretation, which is quite fixed in the eyes of many Jews, was not clearly fixed in Jewish writings and traditions until about 1,000 years ago. Does not mean it did not exist before then. It means it does not seem to be as fixed, and it could have become more fixed in reaction to the clear application of the passage to Yeshua, the Messiah.